Good morning. Welcome back to Dower House Farms, where we have 3,000 subscribers. We'll have to do a very fancy video now today for all the subscribers. So anyway, thanks a million to everyone who has subscribed. We've got a lot of subscribers, new subscribers there now. In the last week, I suppose, we could have got maybe 100 new subscribers. So thank you very much to everyone and welcome. We're a beef and grass farm in East Cork in the south of Ireland. We put up a video every day to promote all the good that Irish agriculture is doing. I started this channel on the 15th of August last year. There was a lot of negativity around farming at the time, and I was just afraid that a lot of people were going to drop out of it, and we've been in such small numbers. Sorry about the seat. Farmers get fun to grease up this. I don't know where you put it, but if it's grease somewhere, I just stop squeaking. But yeah, I was afraid that we're going to be in such small numbers going forward that we literally have no say. And farming in Ireland is a great occupation, in my view, on it. Just getting the cattle fed here now. We get the plastic taken off this bale, and we need 2.5 bales. We've a lot of finishing cattle in there now. So those of you who watched yesterday's video would have seen we got them. We got a good lash of them weighed. They weighed very well. I was very happy with them. 1.27 of a live weight gain at grass, which was definitely the highest I've ever got. So really happy with that. But we put come off these nets. I can't get the plastic to come off these bales. Lay this down. So yeah, I don't know, I'm after opening like 5 of these bales now. These are the first cut bales, and for some reason the plastic just keeps getting caught on them, and I really caught on them. Whatever is it called, I don't know, but it's fair annoying because no one likes getting their hands dirty around here. Now, gotcha. See, can we get it off this one? They're bloody wet too, to make it even worse. And I don't know why they are so wet. They shouldn't be. Even after catching the net, I don't know, is the thing gone wrong maybe? The hooks. So we're just started using our barley there now. And I have some calf nuts still left, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to give it a mix up there, and we'll feed them sort of this there for a couple of days. We'll mix up the calf nuts and the barley, and then after a few days they'll be on to just barley. That's 4.5 ton down early. So to Tom is absolutely at her limit now with that. She's still mixing it away though, in fairness to her. All lads here in the yard fed by that one empty pen. Anyone looking to get some cattle finished, if you're tying grass or whatever the case may be, give me a shout. 086 177 2623. We have one pen free there for a couple of months, so might be a good opportunity for someone who's maybe thinking about doing it. Stick in a pen of cattle there, see how you get on, see does it suit your system. So I suppose the benefits are we can feed them a little bit cheaper, and we'll be hoping we can get a decent price from them. But say when them cattle will be going out, they'll be, if you go to 200 cattle to be sold together, so you'd hope that you get a decent-ish price from. Breakfast is served for these boys. They're eating some amount of stuff. They're eating, geez, I think they're eating nearly close to 30 kilos each. There is grass silage, maize silage, straw, barley, and a bit of premix that we had left over from the last group of finishing cattle. But that premix will be swapped out now in the next day or two because it's nearly gone, so we'll be going on and I'll get a bit of soya. It will be barley, soya, grass silage, maize silage. Barley, soya, grass silage, maize silage, and straw. We're getting the rest of these cattle weighed. This is one of the heaviest, not the heaviest. 536 kilos, 1.5 a day. Hey, don't jump on, please. We have a new goat, 552. Some of you may recognise this fella. This is my fav. Oh, maybe it's not actually. I don't know. Anna is my new fav. 596 kilos. You're a good boy, aren't you? Come on, lads. Come on. Hey. Shh, in the bed. Go on. Up. Just out checking these lads now. I moved them yesterday out this paddock. There's more growth in this paddock today, I said, than there was in the last month. But yeah, them cattle weighed well again. They averaged 485. I thought they'd be a little bit heavier than the other group, and they were. And 1.23 a day live weight gain. So the average for all the bulls we bought in now is 477, and an average live weight gain at grass of 1.23. So look, I'm delighted with that. Just where I'd like them to be, and 10 days ahead of target. So great, super. How weight will that camel be? Mother of God, he's 20 or 30 kilos as it is. Oh my God, he is some camel. So yeah, so look, if we call him 680 or 480, sorry, and put 150 kilos onto them, that's 580, 630. That means they'll kill about 320. Ideal. I was aiming for 320, and look, them cattle won't be coming in for another 6 weeks. So them ones maybe, no, they're about the same go. They might be a tiny touch lighter. They might be maybe 465, 470. But the group down the other farm are heavier than I said. They're well up over 500 kilos. So look, I'd hope they'd come in north of 500 kilos. They should come in at 5, 10 or 15 kilos, and 150 kilos onto them. Call it 660, 670. They'll kill the guts of 350 kilos. So yeah, my aim was to average 320 this year. I think we only averaged like 272 or something last year. But look, last year was a terrible year. They were terrible. They were bad cattle that got a bad dew the year one. They got very bad mycoplasma. Year two then, they got bad weather. all summer long, and they never throve. So, but these cattle now are the complete opposite. They got really good health as calves. They're really nice cattle, and they got a really good do this summer. So, yeah, look, you have to take the highs with the lows. Not every year is like this year, but thank God this year has worked out well so far. But there's another 100 days before any of them are on the hook. So I'm just out here looking at this field of red clover silage. There's very little in it now, to tell you the truth, but I'm going to cut it anyway. There should be 5 bells to the acre in this field now, but just from drought and everything, there's absolutely nothing in it. So, I wouldn't say there's nothing. There's plenty of clover in it. It'll probably still be 3 bells to the acre, I'd say. But I won't cut it now today, but I'm going to cut it there now in the next few days and get it wrapped up and start again, get a fourth cut. This is a crop now that didn't perform this year. I just don't know if the soil type here is suitable for it, is the biggest problem. And look, I'm a big fan of red clover, but to be honest, the last 2 crops that I've had now, last 3 crops actually I've had, haven't performed, which is disappointing. The one crop I had that really did perform was on very, very light free draining soil, and to be honest, there isn't too many fields like that. It's actually down by the coast where we've maize there. This one, there's great maize there as well, but just out here looking at this wheat, I thought this wheat might be right, but actually nowhere near, to tell you the truth. There's plenty of green still in it. That grain is still soft in it, very soft. Now I know it's not oh, that's at least a week off in harvested. Yeah, minimum. I'd say the stuff at home is probably the only stuff that's ready. Some of this is still very, very green. Yeah, but looks a nice crop of wheat. So let's see. Those black clouds now are going to feck off. I want to go sowing cover crops. So yeah, this wheat won't be cut this week anyway, nor maybe not next week either. Those are seatbelts. The dilemma with red clover is this crop here behind me. It performed well last year for year one, no doubt. This year it didn't. The drought probably caught it twice. But red clover is really a crop that should thrive in the drought. I think, to be honest, if you're growing red clover, grow it straight as a 2-year crop, and let that be that. I don't know. It's not performing for us the last couple of years. But if we take that out, then, apart from its environmental benefits, and we put in a fertilizer hungry 3-cut silage mixture, it's going to eat into our fertilizer allowances, so which we're tight on anyway. So I still think it has a place, even though I'm starting to fall out of love with it a little bit. But yeah, look, we'll see what sort of crop we get 4-cut now. I have reseeding to do that I'm going to be doing in the spring. Actually where those wheat fields are. And the plan was maybe to go at red clover, but I'm just a little bit on the fence now at the moment. Like, it's all well and good to have 10 or 15 acres of land that is performing okay, but to have 30 or 40 or 50 acres of it is not ideal. These lads now are the beasts. These are probably the heaviest group of bulls we have. There'll be some weight when we bring them in. You'll be roaring at me, I'll give you a kick in the head. Go away. Sown on Friday, 4 days ago. And it's starting to come. I wonder, is that have I a knife? I do. Is that barley or is it rye? Hopefully rye. No, I think it was barley. But yeah, shouldn't be much volunteer barley here now. There's another bit there now. Let's see what that is. It's hard to tell the difference between barley and rye when they're... No, maybe it is rye. God, it's a good old root, whatever it is. So, if you want to know about soil health, a sign of good soil health is good healthy roots, and good healthy roots should have loads of soil stuck to them because they have loads of little, like fibres off it. So I think that's rye, or is it barley? I think it's probably barley. We're working away here now, and it's going in lovely. We're putting it in at about 25 kilos to the hectare, just on top of the ground, and getting a good old tilt with the discs. I'll show you there now. So it's coming up lovely, just a bare tilt there on top of the ground, the top 2 inches, and we're just putting the discs out on top of the ground as well. Or the discs are only barely tickling the ground, so yeah, it's coming up lovely now. Ideal, to tell you the truth. There's 55 acres here to be done. I won't get it all done today, but I'll get this field done. We can do the rest tomorrow. And it'll be into the forage rye then after that. That's a wrap for today, folks. It is lashing. Sure, it's only a shower, but it's falling now at 1/4 and it's nearly right behind me again. But it's going to stop at 6 o'clock on that, so it's 5:30 now. So no point in mumping it in. These aren't crops that can tolerate any sort of hardship. So tomorrow and the rest of the week isn't too bad. So I've the drill set up now and things. So that's the main thing. So yeah, Fang is going to come up and collect me there now. We'll leave this here until tomorrow. I really hope now this isn't the start of a catchy harvest. Jesus, there's nothing worse. Gonna cut, not last year, yeah, last year was wet and the year before was very wet. So we really don't need a good harvest now, to be honest. After a load of rain now, jeez, there was some rain fell in that shower. When I got up here, conditions were smashing. They're going to pure sugar now. So, but anyway, yeah, that's it. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Hello and welcome to all our new subscribers. There's been like, let's say, 30 in the last 24 hours. So that's great. Thanks, William. Hope you enjoy it. Any questions, put them below. Probably answered them already, but more than happy to answer them again. So that's it now. Thanks, William, for watching. We'll see you again tomorrow for more Doghouse Farms, where fingers crossed it's not raining and we can sow some cover crops.